Hello friends, and welcome to Book Caption. Today we're diving deep into a life-changing book, 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever truly asked your heart what it really wants? Imagine a life where you no longer crave approval from others, a life where you're not trapped by past mistakes, where someone else's success doesn't make you bitter, but brings you genuine joy. A life where you're brave enough to embrace every change, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. But what's the reality? We get hurt by small things. One harsh comment pierces our heart like an arrow. We keep replaying our past mistakes and whisper to ourselves, "If only I had done it differently." And when someone we know moves ahead in life, we feel a quiet sting of jealousy. Now imagine this. What if you could free yourself from all those emotions? What if your mental strength was so unshakable that no situation could break you? You're not stuck in the past. You're not anxious about the future. You're fully living each moment. Here's the twist. Becoming mentally strong isn't just about adding new habits. It's more about letting go of what's weakening you. The truth is, most of our problems are self-created. We build mental patterns that drag us back into the same pain, guilt, and jealousy again and again. So ask yourself, are you ready for this journey? A journey into the corners of your mind where fear and darkness live. But in that same place, there's a hidden door that leads to true freedom. Maybe this journey won't be easy. Some truths may hurt, but the deeper you go, the lighter and stronger you'll feel. So let's open both our hearts and our minds and step into the world of this powerful book. Because by the end of this journey, you may not be the same person anymore. You might discover your own true strength. Are you ready? Let's dive in. 1. Mentally strong people don't feel sorry for themselves. Think back. How many times have you sat quietly in your room, feeling sorry for yourself after something went wrong? You told yourself your luck was cursed, that maybe the universe was punishing you for something. Your heart was heavy, your eyes filled with tears, and one thought echoed, "Why me?" We humans are strange. As long as things go well, we're happy. But the moment something shakes us, we collapse. We start comparing our lives to others and feel like we've been left behind. But imagine if you knew that even the strongest people go through pain, injustice, and failure. Their dreams break too. But the difference is, they don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They don't use their energy to feed their pain. They use it to rise. Put your hand on your heart and ask, has crying or self-pity ever made your pain go away? What's done is done. But by drowning in it, aren't you hurting yourself even more? Feeling pain is okay. Cry if you must. But don't build a home inside your sorrow. Don't turn your pain into your identity. Because the longer you see yourself as a victim, the weaker you feel. Imagine two roads. One keeps dragging you into pain. The other helps you rise and smile again. Which one will you choose? Because once you stop feeling sorry for yourself, you'll realize how powerful you truly are. You'll realize that the steering wheel of your life has always been in your hands. So, are you ready to break this first mental chain? Let's move on. 2. Mentally strong people don't give away their power. How many times has someone's comment or judgment ruined your entire day? Someone says something hurtful, and suddenly your mood crashes. You feel angry. You feel small. You waste the whole day thinking about it. They spoke for just a few seconds, but you gave away your peace of mind instantly. You handed over your happiness to them. Now imagine your emotions are controlled by a remote. This remote is in your hands. You can choose how you feel. But the moment someone criticizes you, you willingly hand over that remote to them. From that moment, they control your emotions. Isn't that strange? Your confidence, your peace, your joy, given away to someone else's words. If they praise you, you're happy. If they ignore you, you're broken. Is it really that easy to control you? Think about it. Do you want to live like that, where someone else decides how you should feel? Why not be the owner of your own mind? Every time you allow someone to upset you, to destroy your confidence, you're giving them your power. And then you complain that your life is out of control. But imagine, what if you take that power back? No matter what others say or do, your happiness and confidence stay in your hands. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Bit by bit, step by step, you can reclaim control over your emotions. And when you do, that's when true freedom begins. So are you ready to take your remote back? Let's find out. 3. Mentally strong people don't fear change. Do you feel afraid of change? When life takes a new turn, does your heart start racing and your mind fill with negative thoughts? Be honest. Are you someone who prefers the comfort zone? Because it feels safe, known, familiar. But think, if you always do what you've always done, you'll only get what you've always had. No new success, no new thrill, no growth. Now imagine how many opportunities knocked at your door and left, simply because you didn't dare to open the door. We often ask, what if I fail? What if people laugh? What if everything goes wrong? But have you ever asked, what if everything goes right? That suspense, that uncertainty, is what makes life interesting. But instead of facing it, we let fear win. Now place your hand on your heart and ask, do you really want your life to stay exactly the same forever? The same old routine, the same fears, the same limits? Or are you ready to walk a path that may be uncertain, maybe even hard, but leads to real growth? Running from change is easy, but true strength lies in embracing it, knowing that every change brings a new chance, a chance to grow, a chance to learn, a chance to discover your inner strength. So the next time life knocks on your door with a new opportunity, will you reject it out of fear, or take a deep breath and step forward? Because who knows, your biggest dream might be waiting right on the other side. Let's see where it takes you. 4. Mentally strong people don't waste energy on things they can't control. Just think, how busy is your mind every day? The moment you wake up, your brain starts running. What if it rains today? What if my boss gets angry? What if I get stuck in traffic? And your entire day gets consumed in stress and mental exhaustion over things you can't even control. Now place your hand on your heart and be honest. Can you really stop the rain? Can you control how others behave? Then why waste your precious time and mental energy on it? Imagine if your brain only had a fixed battery for the whole day, and you drained it all worrying about what others think or what might go wrong or how someone might react. Then when the real challenges come, you have no strength left. Most people burn out their mental battery on things outside their control, trying to control others' words, actions, or opinions. But imagine if you chose to focus only on what you can control: your attitude, your hard work, your honesty. Think about how much energy you'd save for things that truly matter. Sometimes life puts us in situations where nothing is in our hands, but there's always one thing that is: our reaction. You get to decide. Will you panic? Or will you respond calmly? So ask yourself, will you keep wasting your mind's power on things beyond your control? Or will you use that energy to build your dreams? Because in the end, the ones who move forward are those who spend their brain power wisely. Let's see if you're one of them. 5. Mentally strong people. Don't worry about pleasing everyone. Think. How many times in your life have you done something just to make others happy, even when your heart didn't agree? You said yes when you wanted to say no, just to avoid disappointing someone. You silenced your inner voice because you were afraid of what people would think, that they'd call you selfish or rude, and you didn't want to be that person who let others down. Now imagine living your entire day like that, constantly trying to meet someone's expectations, pleasing your family, impressing your friends, fulfilling society's standards. And little by little, you lose yourself. Every time you ignore your own heart to make someone else smile, your inner voice grows quieter, until one day it disappears. You begin to feel empty, directionless, exhausted. Now ask yourself honestly, can you really please everyone? Is there a single person on this earth whom everyone likes? No, right? Then why are you wasting your whole life trying to achieve the impossible? Mentally strong people know the value of saying no. They know that constantly pleasing others will eventually lead to betraying themselves. So ask yourself, will you keep sacrificing your energy and time to keep everyone else happy? Or will you finally make your own happiness a priority? Because here's the truth. You are the one who has to live your life, no one else. Are you ready to start listening to your own heart? Let's find out. 6. Mentally strong people don't fear taking calculated risks. Think about it. When a new opportunity shows up in your life, what's your first reaction? Your heartbeat races. Your brain floods with what ifs. What if I fail? What if I lose money? What if people laugh at me? And then you back off. You go back to your safe zone. Now tell me honestly, are you really afraid of the risk? Or are you afraid of the outcome that might not be in your control? Because here's the truth. No big success comes without risk. Just imagine if every successful person had stopped themselves because of fear. Would they have reached where they are? What if your favorite actors, entrepreneurs, or athletes had stayed inside their comfort zones? You wouldn't be admiring them today. The truth is, successful people don't take blind risks. They calculate, prepare, and plan. And even then, there's still uncertainty. But they take action anyway. Think back. When you were a kid learning to walk, how many times did you fall? You were scared then too. But you didn't stop trying. And now, look at you. You walk effortlessly. The question is, can you awaken that same fearless child inside you? The one who wasn't afraid to fall? The one who wanted to explore everything? Because that same curiosity and boldness will take you to your biggest dreams. Are you ready to take that calculated risk? Because maybe, just maybe, your dream is waiting on the other side of that fear. Let's take that chance. 7. Mentally strong people don't dwell on the past. Pause for a moment and reflect. What kind of memories repeat in your mind the most? The happy ones from your childhood, or the moments of betrayal, regret, and heartbreak? Maybe there are mistakes that still don't let you sleep, or a person who hurt you, and their memory still tears through your heart. Most of us are living in a mental prison built by our past. We keep replaying the same old stories. Why did this happen? What went wrong? If only I had done it differently. And in that endless loop, we lose the joy of the present. Ask yourself, What do you gain by holding on to the past? Does it bring anything back? Will that person return? Will that mistake disappear? No, right? Then why punish your today for something that no longer exists? Now imagine if you could softly say thank you to your past and let it go. Say, thank you for the lessons, but you can go now. Imagine how light your heart would feel, how free your breath would become, and how fresh and creative your mind would be. Ask yourself, do you really want your future to suffer because you're stuck in the past? Or do you want to give your today and your tomorrow a fresh start? Because maybe, in letting go, you'll find the peace you've been searching for all these years. Let's try it. 8. Mentally strong people don't repeat the same mistakes over and over. Let me ask, don't you feel like some problems keep coming back again and again in your life? Like an old movie that keeps playing on loop. That same toxic relationship, that same financial mess, that same bad decision, bringing you back to the place you wanted to escape. Now tell me honestly, do you really not know where the mistake is? Or are you just afraid to face the truth inside yourself? Many of us keep justifying our repeated mistakes with excuses. That's just how I am. My luck is bad. It's a habit now. But the truth is, unless you identify and break the pattern, you'll keep facing the same pain with different faces. Now imagine if you paused and honestly analyzed your mistakes, understood why the same situations keep showing up. You might realize the problem isn't out there, it's inside you. And that realization gives you real power to change. Think how relieved you'd feel when you know you've finally broken the cycle. Your life is now moving in a new direction. You no longer have to repeat the same pain again and again. So, are you ready to look your mistakes in the eye and learn from them? Because maybe that will be the turning point that takes you to the life you always dreamed of. Let's break that cycle. 9. Mentally strong people don't resent other people's success. Think, when you scroll through social media and see someone's new car, their foreign trip, their wedding pictures, or their big promotion, what do you feel first? A smile or a tiny pinch in your heart? We're all human. It's normal to feel a little jealous sometimes. But the problem starts when that tiny jealousy grows into resentment. You start thinking, why do they get everything? What have they done that I haven't? And without realizing it, you begin to feed negativity in your own heart. But what if you use that energy differently? What if, instead of feeling jealous, you felt inspired? What if you looked at someone's success and said, if they can do it, so can I? Now put your hand on your heart and ask, does your jealousy reduce their success? Does it make your life better? No. In fact, it steals your peace. It weakens your confidence. It makes you feel smaller. Now imagine, what if you learned to genuinely feel happy for others? What if their success became a signal to you that your time is coming? All you need to do is stay focused and keep working. Because who knows, tomorrow someone might look at your success and feel inspired too. Let's celebrate others and wait for our turn. 10. Mentally strong people don't give up after the first failure. Think about it. How many times in your life have you tried something with all your heart, gave it your full effort, had high hopes, and then everything fell apart, and that one failure hit you so hard that you didn't even try again? A lot of us are like that. We give up after just one failure and start believing, maybe this isn't for me. My luck is just bad. I gave it my best, but still. And that mindset traps us where we are, forever. But now imagine, What if all the great people in the world had quit after their first failure? Would you even know their names? Think about a child learning to walk. If that child fell once and decided, "I'm never going to try again," would they ever learn to walk? Failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. It simply means there's room to improve. Failure polishes you. It reveals your weak spots, so you can come back stronger. Losing on your first try is not the end. Giving up after that, that's the real danger. Because when fear takes over, every new opportunity feels risky, and you stop growing. Now place your hand on your heart and ask, do you want to live the rest of your life with regret? Wondering what might have happened if you just tried once more? Or do you want to be the kind of person who stands back up after falling? Who dusts off the failure and keeps moving forward? Because maybe, just maybe, your success is waiting right after your next try. Let's try again, because maybe this time, you'll win. 11. Mentally strong people don't fear alone time. Now think, how do you feel when you're alone, when there's no one around? Do you feel restless? Do you pick up your phone to chat with someone? Do you turn on the TV just to fill the silence? The truth is, most of us don't like being alone, because when we're alone, all our fears, questions, and unfulfilled dreams rise to the surface, and we don't want to face them. So, we distract ourselves, we avoid our own thoughts. But now imagine, what if alone time became your greatest strength? What if those quiet moments became opportunities to reflect? What if you used them to connect with your heart, to ask the questions that really matter? When was the last time you sat down with yourself and thought deeply about your life? Your goals, your failures, your dreams? Or have you only been listening to others, ignoring your own inner voice? The truth is, solitude introduces you to your real self. It tells you who you are, what you want, where you need to go. But if you're afraid of being alone, you lose touch with that truth. Now ask yourself, do you want to live your whole life afraid of loneliness? Or do you want to become someone who enjoys their own company? Because once you feel peace within yourself, no crowd in the world can make you feel incomplete. So are you ready to sit with yourself? Not as a punishment, but as a teacher? Let's do it. Because maybe the answers you've been searching for are waiting in that silence. 12. Mentally strong people don't feel the world owes them anything. Let's be honest. Have you ever felt like the world should treat you more fairly? That you deserve what you want without struggling too much? That life should be easier because you've worked hard or you've been kind to others? And when that doesn't happen, you feel like life has been unfair to you. But now place your hand on your heart and tell me, does the world really owe you anything? Was life ever supposed to give you special treatment? No. And that harsh truth hurts. We expect rewards just for trying. We expect fairness just because we've been good. But life never promises that. And when our expectations get crushed, we start complaining. I deserved better. Why me? Why is my life so hard? But imagine if you accepted this truth. The world owes you nothing. Wouldn't all those complaints disappear? Then you'd stop doing things for validation or reward. You'd do them purely for growth, for your own progress. Think how powerful that mindset is. Once you stop expecting life to hand you something, you begin to take full responsibility. And that's when your life truly comes under your control. So ask yourself, will you keep waiting for the world to pay a debt it never promised? Or will you take ownership of your life and move forward on your own terms? Because maybe this exact attitude is what will take you farther than anything else. Let's stop expecting. Let's start owning. 13. Mentally strong people don't expect immediate results. Think whenever you start something new, like going to the gym, meditating, or starting a business. What are your expectations? Somewhere deep down, don't you hope for fast results? You think your body will transform in a few days. Your mind will calm instantly. Your bank account will grow overnight. But when it doesn't happen that quickly, you start getting frustrated. You say, "I'm working so hard. Why isn't it working?" Your patience wears thin, and eventually, you quit. But now imagine, what if every great thing in life came easily? Would it still feel special? A strong body, a peaceful mind, financial freedom. None of these come fast. They all take time. Just like planting a seed doesn't give you fruit immediately, your efforts also need time to grow. Now ask yourself, could your impatience be keeping you from reaching your biggest goals? Do you turn back just before reaching the destination? Now feel that suspense, the kind that comes with slow progress, the little victories, the signs that you're on the right path, the patience that builds your inner strength. And one day when you look back, you'll realize the whole journey was magical. So ask yourself, will you keep being the person who gives up too soon? Or will you be the one who keeps going, no matter how long it takes? Because maybe your biggest results are waiting at the final step of your patience. Let's keep going. Slow, but unstoppable. Conclusion. Now close your eyes for a second and reflect. Look at how far you've come. Each chapter has taken you deeper within yourself. Maybe you saw your old habits. Maybe you faced your hidden fears. Maybe you recognized the jealousy that rises when others succeed. But now imagine, what if you truly apply these 13 powerful ideas in your life? What if you stop doing the things mentally strong people don't do? What will your life look like? Your mind will feel lighter. No regrets, no guilt, no comparisons, no pressure to meet others' expectations, just your dreams and your determination. Now put your hand on your heart and ask, are you ready to become that person? That person who is so mentally strong, no situation can break them. The one who doesn't complain, but takes responsibility. Who learns from the past but doesn't live in it. Who moves forward patiently, step by step, toward their true dream. Make a promise to yourself today that you'll make your mental strength your biggest power. Because this is the secret that will set you apart. Then this is the mindset that will turn your dreams into reality. And if this summary touched your heart, please share it with your friends, so they too can become mentally strong and achieve what they truly deserve. And remember, this journey doesn't end in a day. But if you've taken your first step today, you're already way ahead of most people. So stay ready, keep learning,